It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Odessa, Texas. And it's 7 p.m. in Philadelphia. Hello, everybody. I am the Mad Dog, and this is America's Podcast. What's the Buzz? Tonight, walking down censorship lane, part two, with tonight, um, my kind of people. No filter, foul mouth, female comedian. I love it. Hot damn. And to help me through this quagmire of muck and mayhem are my co-host, Amelia the Pitbull Chapman, and she's back, folks. She's back. She's back. Captain Miserable, watch out, she's back. And Big Cal Calamiator. He is my conspiracy kook at large. I love Cal. Birthday boy yesterday. He's 37 now. You know what, Cal? I got shoes older than you, okay?
Oh man, I was just thinking, like, I'm ready for the nursing home.
Oh yeah, no, you're ready for the nursing home. Because please, you're just a kid. Oh my god.
Sadly, my wedding rings are about as old as him, but a little younger.
Tonight we're going to continue our fight against censorship. If you look at the bottom of your screen, we have a new addition to our bottom scroll. We are absolutists in the fight against censorship. If you listen to the show, you know that. If you watch the show, you know even better that we hold back nothing. We own our content. We are answerable to zero. Zero. Not even YouTube can shut us down. That's a fact. So, if they want to try, come on, let's go.
Right?
I'm ready. But we have tonight a master of the stage. She is a veteran of stand-up comedy. Her name is Nancy Levine. She'll be with us shortly, and I'm calling tonight's show "Free Speech and Cuss Words" with Nancy Levine. When she gets here, she's going to love that. She should be here popping in. It's 7 o'clock, so she should be here shortly. So we are going to talk about last night. We had Eric Tartaglione here, and I want to tell you what, I have got more reaction from Eric's appearance. Everybody asking the same question. It wasn't, where is he appearing? It wasn't, where can I go see him? It was, why was he doing the show in his car?
I think we got a message from Nancy. She needs the link again.
Oh my God, I sent you the link and you didn't. Okay, no problem, Nance. Let me give Nancy the link. No problem.
Last night's show was pretty good. It was like the clean version of comedy. Basically, you take your family to go see him.
Yeah, right.
So we're going from clean to this.
Right.
Clean to dirty.
So, Amelia, tell Nancy I'm going to send the link to her Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, just to let her know that we're going to do that. And she'll have it here in about 20 seconds.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. So she will have it. Good.
Need link.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, there's Nancy.
Okay, let me take a look here. Let me.
Yeah. Here we go.
Real quick here.
And Nancy, you got your link there, kiddo. Terrific. Okay, tell her she's got it in her Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
So there you go. Terrific. Good stuff. So long as she has it, we're good. So she went. I know what she did. She went on to YouTube.
She probably did.
She went on to YouTube. Why do people? That's the second time that happened.
Yeah.
When I send them the link, you know what happens? It gives you a choice to go in either through Facebook or YouTube. And I always tell people, if I send you the link on Facebook, use Facebook. Because if you use YouTube, you're going to end up in the chat and not on the show. That happened before to us. Remember, Mel?
Very much so. Yeah. It was like a long time ago. And I was like, wait a minute. You're in the wrong spot.
There she is.
Hi. So sorry. I tapped on the wrong link.
No, that's quite all right. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you my favorite foul-mouthed femme fatale. This is Nancy Levine. She is a fresh kind of, I want to say, she's a freshness in comedy. She really is, because you don't see many women that have the cajones to get away with the shit that Nancy does. And I love that about her. And tonight, I'm calling tonight's show Free Speech and Cuss Words with Nancy Levine. We are doing a series of show, Nancy, as I explained to you Sunday, and we had a chance, in the full disclosure here, Nancy and I spoke on Sunday, and I thought to myself when I hung up the phone, oh, this is going to be a good show. I like this woman. She got no filter. I like a woman with no filter.
That's what
We're
my
going to
kids
see
say.
some of Nancy's work tonight, and an upcoming film clip you'll see. We're going to take a look at that. But let me introduce Nancy to everybody here at the show. Nancy, I am the Mad Dog. This
Hi,
is
Mad
Big
Dog.
Cal with the matching hat. That's Big Cal Yater.
How's it
And
going?
my
Cal.
producer, that's Amelia the Pitbull
Hello.
Chapman.
Why are you called Big Bull?
Pitbull,
Pitbull.
Oh, Pitbull. Okay.
Yeah,
because I really
that's
had
the
to defend
Pitbull.
Mad Dog once, and it was not pretty.
exactly.
Oh, that's so cool. I'd love
Yeah.
to hear that story at
Yes,
some
of
point.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you'll hear you're definitely going to hear it at some point. So let me tell you why we're doing these shows. We are absolutists in the fight against censorship. We are staunch advocates of free speech in every and any form. The only thing that we don't tolerate here are racial epithets toward people, and other than that, there are no language parameters. However, you're talking to probably the king of the F bombs. I think Cal and
Yeah.
Amelia will attest to that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm Italian on top of it, so, so I have no filter. Welcome to the show, Nancy. I want to start out first of all. Big hello to you from Eric Tartaglione last night.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. I
Eric
haven't
was on the
seen
sh-
him in years.
Yeah. We were talking. I said, I got Nancy on the show tomorrow night. And he just goes like this.
What's that supposed
It could have been that he was also talking from his car too, so we don't know.
Yeah, he did the whole show from his car. And we were
That's-
losing light, and he turned on the overhead. It was great.
Mhm.
I mean, my first show was in the car.
Right. So Nancy, let's talk about Nancy Levine. I want to talk to you. I know your work. I've been following you for some time. I'm kind of a troll when it comes to comics. In full disclosure, I ran a series of comedy clubs back in the day called Laugh Tracks. I had 22 clubs.
Holy
That I-
crap.
Yeah. And then when the comedy bust went boom, and when the comedy boom went bust, so did my clubs.
Hmm. That's
So,
a lot of clubs.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we had them all. I had like 12 of them just between New Jersey and Pennsylvania, all over Jersey and all over Pennsylvania. But I want to talk to you about how you found your way into comedy. You seem like a normal person, which rules you out,
What's
Did you-
normal?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
what's normal? It's a great question, Cal. What is normal? So, how did you get started in this racket? I mean, this business.
Well, I actually started back in the 80s. I used to go to Pips sometimes. And I remember one night Dice Clay showed up.
Oh,
And so he got right on
Oh
stage.
wow!
yeah.
And then I had to follow him.
Wow!
And let me say that at that time, I wanted to be the female Dice Clay. I
Yes.
was filthy. But in any
No.
event, I flopped after I bombed after going up after him. But so that was the first time I started comedy. I was doing comedy with Dave Chappelle, Dave Attell, Jim Gaffigan, Judy Gold. And then I got married and I left it for over 20 years.
Wow.
And then I went back to it 12 years ago. And I got to tell you, it's been pretty difficult. You know,
We want to
because, like,
talk about that.
Yeah.
That's a great segue, Nancy. That's a great segue. And one of the
Yeah.
things we got into last night in preparation for tonight's show
mhm.
is the fact that because of the PC environment we live in, it's difficult enough for men to get away with the stuff they do. It's even much more difficult for women. But there are a few women, yourself among them, and probably only maybe you, maybe you and Lisa Lampanelli, and I think Lisa's pretty much done.
You told me the story about her being banned from Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who did she
We
insult?
talked about that last night. Even Eric, in fact, Eric was the one that brought it up. He said, "I think that she's done. I don't think she's performing anymore."
Mhm.
And that's problematic for me on many levels. Not the least of which is, if you're funny, you're funny. It doesn't matter what words you use.
Right.
I'm a firm believer in people like Richard Pryor, whose daughter Rain I know. Lenny Bruce, whose daughter Kitty I know, and George Carlin, and I don't know his daughter Kelly Carlin, but I know two of the big three. I have a direct connection to two of the big three, Richard Pryor and Lenny Bruce. You know, and it's hard enough to get up on the stage to have the the intestinal fortitude to get up on the stage, but then to have somebody censor you and you can't say this and you can't say that. Now go out there and be funny, Nanc. So tell me what that's like.
Well, I did have an incident, funny enough, in Virginia at a club, and I was the feature, and I do a bit on waxing, a Brazilian wax, and I talk about how, they tear it off, everything, all of it, everything, and then I look at a guy, and because I say, "You look confused," and then I go, "My pussy's bald now, sir." And because of that, the next day I was at the club, the woman said, the owner goes, "You are one of the filthiest comedians." And I was like, what did I do? Because I know I didn't have many F-bombs, maybe one. And the headliner had a shitload of F-bombs. And I go, what did I do? What offended you? And she goes, "I can't think of it now, but you were filthy." And then afterwards, as I was driving home, I was like, "Oh, pussy. Yeah, that must have been it." You're not
We
allowed to
talked
say the
about
word
that
pussy
last
in
night. We
Virginia.
actually talked about that last night. So help me God.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that.
And I thought to myself, guys are getting away with far worse than that. Why the double standard? You and Eric couldn't answer that question because obviously he comes from the male perspective.
Yeah.
My question to you, why the double standard? Why can't a woman be as Lisa Lampanelli, the poor woman, they ran her off the rail. She can't even perform anymore. I do not want to see that happen to you. And I promise you absolute freedom here. You can say whatever the fuck you want and you'll never be censored. And there are two reasons, and I got into with Eric last night. Why? Number one, no one will ever censor us again. I bought the network. Okay, that's number one. So number two, I own it. I own my content. This is my content, and you can't tell me what to say. So fuck you. There you go.
Good for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, no matter how offended she was.
At which point, Eric said that's a very Italian thing to do.
No matter how offended this lady was, she still referred to you as a comedian.
Yeah.
True. And
so, what's your point, though?
I mean, no matter what, she had to find you funny to call you a comedian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily, Cal. I mean, I take umbrage to that. I'm going to tell you why I do. Again, like I said previously, funny is funny. It doesn't matter the wording you use. If you're funny, you're going to get a laugh. If you're not funny, no one will laugh.
Right.
And I keep referring to the film The Punchline with Tom Hanks and Sally
Oh,
Field.
I love that movie.
So you understand then the context. Absolutely.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time, but
yeah. We're going to see some of your work tonight. But before we do, I want to get into because this really is about free speech and censorship in comedy. And one thing that I'm an absolutist, I will always defend at all costs. I will always defend the comedian, the comic. And let's talk about the difference. Jerry Lewis, who I had a chance to know a little bit, and I know his manager very well. Jerry Lewis said, a comic says funny things, a comedian says things funny. Do you ascribe to that, or do you have your own?
Absolutely.
Do you? Okay, let's talk about that.
You said a comedian, I think, is when you say things funny and you have a whole persona.
Mhm.
And there's a blind, you have a flaw, they call it. And I got it from a fantastic book I read, Steve North. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's out of LA. He said it's better to be a comedian because people remember you more
Right.
than a comic. You could just, like, a comic is usually somebody who observes different things, like Jerry Seinfeld. I mean, he's very funny.
Yeah.
I wish I had the career
Observational
he has,
comedy,
but-
yeah. And that kind of everyday observational stuff can be very humorous if you have that kind of take on it. Seinfeld is a master of it.
Oh, yeah.
He's an absolute master of it. I want to bring up here on the big screen. One of the things that I talk about is that you are on the front lines of defense in the fight against censorship, especially in comedy. Have you ever had a club owner tell you cannot say this, you cannot say that? Stay within the parameters of A, B, and C. And if so, what was your reaction? How did you react? And did you ever take the gig?
I had a comedian / booker say, warned the comedians that, you're not supposed to do the F-bomb and keep it PG or PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't such a big deal for me.
Interesting. That's interesting. I'm going to think about that for a second. But when I
don't drop a lot of F-bombs anyway.
Right.
I think the pussy thing is my most colorful.
Yeah.
And what bugs me about that? See, when I've done the road gigs, I think I'm a little bit rough for them.
Yeah.
And they don't get me and they don't understand me.
Oh,
and
man.
Whereas,
boy, did you open up a Pandora's box.
Whereas New York City clubs in Jersey, I could do the same material and they're like rolling.
And let's talk about that. It's like a world. The East Coast comedy scene is a world unto itself. Perhaps with a small block in LA, the Improv, the Comedy Store, and I mean a very small block in LA, where you have, East Coast transplants. It's a hard sell outside of our bubble here to come across funny if you're in an area or a populace that doesn't understand your ethnicity. You're Jewish, your ethnicity, you're Italian, you're Hispanic. Other than that, everybody else is white bread.
Yeah.
We bring the flavor to the rainbow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I think about the places that I've been on the road, you said white bread, extremely so. I mean, I performed at a couple of clubs in Ohio. Can it be more white bread than that?
For real.
I felt Puerto Rican there, I mean.
Questions for Nancy.
Yes, you said that you had not been in comedy for 20 years and you just came back 12 years later. Have you noticed a big difference between the few years that you were not there, or is there a difference?
I think a big difference is coming back at my age, because I'm a woman of a certain age, aka old, And
AKA. Oh.
I think it's just harder for older women to get a foothold.
Mm.
Do you
know.
remember Elaine Boozler?
Mm-hmm.
You're very reminiscent to me of Elaine Boozler early on, because she, again, she was one of those an anomaly in comedy. A really pretty attractive woman, young, saying things that you never expected to come out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a dichotomy between a young woman saying pussy and an older, a more, I'll say, mature woman saying pussy? And what's the difference? If it's funny, funny.
I think there's a huge difference. I think it's accepted more if you say pussy, fuck, any bad words if you're young, and dare I say this, if you're a black woman. That's just what I picked up, because I know I may as well say her name. I think she's funny as hell. Tata Charisse.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, and she's filthy.
Yeah,
she is filthy, and she gets away with it.
And
if
can I tell you
said
something?
The stuff that she said, it would be cricket.
Oh man, they would censor the shit out of you.
Oh yeah.
But I got to tell you something. I roll when I hear Tata.
Oh, she's very funny. Yeah.
She's funny. Big Cal, you are up to bat, my friend.
All right. Nancy, have you, like, when you was doing traveling back before, did you like ever get burnt out going city to city, being away from home?
Are you talking about in the 80s, the first time?
Yes.
I didn't really do many road gigs. It was just New Jersey and New York.
Where at in Ohio did you perform?
One of them was called the Funny Farm. I think that's or it might be in PA. And the Comedy Cabaret.
Comedy Cabaret, I know well.
Yeah.
I know Comedy Cabaret well because there was a chain of them, and they had one in Philadelphia. And Nancy, did you ever work? Because you looked, when first time I saw you, I thought, I worked with this woman, and I know this woman. I've seen her perform.
Really?
Did you ever work in Philadelphia at a place called the Copa Banana?
Mm-mm.
Okay. There was a place there.
I like the name.
Yeah, it was called the Copa Banana, and it was right next door to the Bank Street Comedy Club. There were two comedy clubs, literally with two doors, one this way and one this way. Bank Street Comedy Club.
Work?
It worked out well, believe it or not. They used to switch talent all the time. In fact, the Copa Banana was the first place I ever saw Dice. I spent 3 days with Andrew Dice Clay before he became Dice. You know?
How many brain cells did you lose?
I was just trying to keep up with his eating schedule. If you know Andrew, he eats. He likes to eat.
Mm-hmm. Really? He still does to this day on his Instagram.
Yeah, for real. He loves his food.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show everybody, and before I do, let me just run this. And I have to do this. I hate to do this, but I got it. Some of the material you will see here and witness tonight is above 18 years of age. We advise viewer discretion, so keep the kids away from the tube, okay? Thank you. The obligatory, and I hate doing that, but I have to. I want to show everybody, Nancy, your a film clip of your new film, and then we're going to go and then take a look at your stand-up, if you don't mind. Can we do that?
Okay, sure. Why not?
I put this video together for you.
Wow.
Want to shoot craps with a raccoon by the dumpsters?
Thanks for the offer. Every other time.
Hey, you must be Lenny, I'm Wanda.
Hi, welcome. Come on in.
Wow. You know, this looks different than the pictures you put in the roommate ad.
Oh, it's probably just lighting.
There was a grand piano in the living room.
I want you to just look at all the great things this apartment does have.
Vermin.
Microwave.
Where did you live before this?
Well, I was married for 23 years to Henry, until one day I come home earlier than expected.
And he was in bed with another woman.
He was wearing makeup, a wig, and my favorite dress. And he looked so much better in it than I did. I mean, he really had the legs for it.
Last week, a fire in my building destroyed almost everything I owned.
God, I miss my old life. I had a summer home in the Hamptons. I had a winter home in Aspen. It's all gone now anyway. My husband died 6 months ago. Turns out, a lot of gambling debts. A lot.
So how have you stayed here for 5 months without paying rent?
I've been giving him my used panties. Ugh. Let's decide right now that we're going to turn things around.
I'm going to have my first gallery showing.
I'm gonna find the Jewish hunk of my dream.
I'm going to become a working lady. Mom, I got a job. Can you believe it?
Tonight you might meet your next Jewish husband.
Don't let me down, J-Date. Well, hello. We have any married people out here tonight? Woo! Just a little depressed. Woo! Yeah! Fuck it. I myself have been married for a very long time, and I'm going through the change, which means I sweat a lot at night. Even though my husband came into bed, touched me, said ew, and asked me if I eat myself. That's when you know the romance is over. I have sex so seldomly that I go to my gynecologist for foreplay. Hello, Dr. Rosenthal. It's Nancy Levine. Yes, I'd like to make an appointment for my annual checkup. Well, yes, I know it's been 2 weeks, but you can never be too careful. I also recently started substitute teaching because I fucking hate myself. Sir, calm down. I said substitute, not prostitute. There's a big difference between the two. I mean, one is a degrading, dead-end career that destroys your soul. The other is prostitution.
That's some funny shit. That's funny.
Thank you.
The film. Let's talk about the film. When is it released? When's the release date? Any date on
I
that?
wish I knew, Mad Dog. It's just a sizzle reel. We did it like 4 years ago. We want someone to pick it up. It needs to be picked up.
Oh, damn. Oh, you have a fully produced film.
Well, that was what you call a sizzle reel.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need somebody to pick it up. I have a manager who loved it and tried to sell it to Fox Entertainment, but nothing ever came of it. So I don't know. You know anyone?
Actually, we may. We may actually. Cal, when are you doing your next con? Cal, by the way, is an actor. He also handles actor Eddie Deason.
Oh, cool.
And Eddie is a good friend.
I
of
do
the
not
show.
know who Eddie Beason is.
Oh,
I have
Eddie.
to admit.
Oh, Eddie Deason. You don't know who Eddie is?
No.
Have you ever
Eddie,
seen Grease?
I'll show you. You guys talk. I'm going to go
Yeah.
get Eddie.
Have I ever seen Grease?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he played
was
Eugene in
He was
Grease.
Eugene Felsnick in Grease, the nerdy guy that got picked on by the T-Birds.
Oh, okay.
That's Eddie.
That's
Yeah,
Eddie
we're-
also does the he also does the bratty voice in Polar Express. The if
Hey,
you've
you
ever
know what kind
seen
of
that
train
film,
this
The
is? You know what kind
Polar
of train this
Express.
is?
That guy.
Yeah,
I love Polar Express. Yeah.
yeah. Eddie plays the character of the brat.
Mhm.
The brat know-it-all.
Yeah, I actually just found out the know-it-all kid's name is actually Lenny.
we're in touch with a few. Cal and I are in touch with a few people. Let me after we get off the air, I want to run something by Cal. Cal did a couple of shows with Danny McBride. He did the Righteous Gemstones, of course, and he did Vice Principals.
Yeah,
So
and
I
I
wanna-
recently in August I filmed a movie with Dwayne Whitaker from Pulp Fiction, Keith Brooks from The Walking Dead, and Daniel Roebuck.
I want to try and reach out to Danny McBride for you. So let me try and reach out to him for you.
And Danny McBride is who?
He's the creator, producer, director, star of The Righteous Gemstones on HBO with John Goodman, and Vice Principals with Walton Goggins on HBO as well. He's like the it boy today. Write his name down.
Okay.
It's Danny
Yeah.
McBride.
Okay. Yeah, I just
Go ahead,
did.
Amelia. Questions for Nanc.
Yes. You were you're saying excuse me, I can't even talk today. I've been doing so much talking today.
You're starstruck.
I know. I'm still laughing at her comedy. You were a substitute teacher. Now, do you ever bring that skit into your comedy more than?
Oh my God, that's like one of my best bits.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, I am still substitute teaching. And every day that I sub, you know, a kid could do something and I write it down. I'm like, that's being added.
Nancy, that is endless material, young
Yeah.
lady. Do you know
Oh
that?
my God, yeah. Although the kids are off this week, so I get
Yes.
to sleep late, and it's been great.
I want to tell everybody that Nancy's social media accounts are at Nancy Levine Comedy, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. What am I missing? TikTok.
Yeah.
Amelia, what other social media? What am I missing here?
We have Instagram also. Are you?
Yeah,
Oh, did I
that
do
sounds
Instagram?
good.
Okay.
You
And
did a
can
good
reach her-
job, Mad Dog.
NancyLevineComedy.com is her website. She lives there 24/7. And her YouTube channel is youtube.com/at Nancy Levine Comedy. While we're plugging things, let me just take a look over here and tell everybody that we are on Facebook. on YouTube at What's the Buzz Podcast. Like and subscribe to us, and check this out. We have the mugs are available, folks. Check them out. They are available. There's the
Get 'em while
dog.
you can.
There's the dog. Oh,
Nice kitchen.
thank you. Big Cal, you are up to bat for swing number 2, brother.
All right. When you were first getting into I know you had to go to some kind of school. Like, what was one of your first gigs?
Okay, well, I'm glad you brought this up because I went to Mason Gross School of the Arts. It was at Rutgers University. It still exists. I was the second class to graduate, and I was an acting major.
Interesting.
I
Acting.
actually consider myself an actor first / stand-up. I did
That's
a lot of
interesting.
acting when I was younger on the road. I
Yeah.
did a national tour of The Wizard of Oz, and
Oh,
of course
God.
I played the Wicked Witch. And I remember we were at a school and I was melting. I'm melting.
All my beautiful wickedness gone to waste.
Whatever. And they had a fog machine. But
Oh,
at
shit,
that
that's funny.
particular date and time, it didn't work. So it came out like a squirt, like somebody was peeing. And the kids were shouting out, "We seen you! We
Oh,
seen
shit,
you!"
that's funny.
And I had to crawl away like humiliated.
Oh no.
That is hilarious. You're the second person in 2 nights that said they went from acting to comedy just to make a living. Eric Tartaglione told us the same thing. He was an actor. He
Really?
started
I
out as
didn't.
an actor.
Huh.
And Amelia, what did he say? He had to wear something that looked like a soup spoon, or
Yeah, something white that he said it almost looked like a sperm.
Oh,
yeah, he said
that's
he looked
pretty.
like a. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had him dressed like a sperm. Um,
What
and doing it-
play was this?
it was apparently some avant-garde piece that they
Yes,
did
thank-
for show business insiders,
Mhm.
and apparently they didn't. I guess they didn't care for it, so
No.
the show went nowhere.
It sounds
They-
like a sex ed video.
It really, yeah. Well, it was enough to tell Eric, that comedy, that acting wasn't for him, so he went into comedy.
Yeah, I would have some questions.
All right.
Right? But let's talk about let's talk about a little bit about the family element, because there's always a family element in comedy, particularly if you're Jewish or Italian. So how much material do you get from your family?
That's a loaded question because
Okay.
I do get some material,
Mhm.
but my kids hate when I talk about them on stage.
Really?
So I've been told, do not talk about us. But I never use their names anyway.
Right.
So if I have a gig that I know they're not going to see me, I might throw it in.
You're gonna really go for it.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
I also talk about keeping kosher.
Mhm.
I've been married for 32 years, and my
Mm-hmm.
husband forces me to keep kosher.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
He's a
guessing he's
beast.
Jewish.
it's like food
Um,
apartheid.
I
Right.
know, right?
Who were your biggest influences, and have you met any of your influences?
Okay, well, I'm going to start all the way back from the time I was a little girl and I'm dating myself. But I used to watch Laugh-In. You remember that, Mad Dog, right?
I had George Slaughter on the show, the creator of Laugh-In.
Oh, how cool is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I had several of the stars of Laugh-In. I know a few of them.
Yeah.
I
But
knew,
the-
and God rest their soul. I knew some others that have passed on. Yeah, George Slaughter was here. Remember, Amelia?
Yes. Yeah. He did a 30-minute
I
show.
had
He
George.
did
I had
an
two of the
hour.
biggest producers in Hollywood. I
Mhm.
had George Slaughter and Stephen Plim on the same show. Stephen Plim is the guy who gave us Tiny Tim, Tiptoe to the Tulips.
Oh, I loved that.
Mhm.
I miss
And
Tiny Tim.
Stephen's a very dear friend of mine, even to this day.
But anyway, let me
so-
tell you about some of the people that I was
Yeah.
influenced by. And I may forget their names, but if I say the bit, you will know, Mad Dog.
I'm sure I will.
The one that did the telephone operator,
Lily Tomlin.
Lily Tomlin, and the one who whacked her pocketbook on the old man and she dressed
Ruth
up as an
Fuzzy.
old lady. Yeah. Carol Burnett.
Yes.
Mhm.
Loved her. And I guess
Let me ask
Gilda
you a question.
Radner.
In
I really
keeping
liked.
with the Carol Burnett theme, Carol Burnett had a unique way of rehearsing, which is she didn't, and she didn't like to rehearse. She liked things off the cuff like that. Do you like going? If you have an outline of a bit and you're familiar with the outline of your bit, do you need to write everything out, or can you just like take your outline and go and blow it out?
I do write everything out.
Okay, because
Yeah,
there
I
are
do.
different types of comedians. There are those who like Richard Pryor, who, believe it or not, and it sounded as natural as could be, but he wrote everything out. Everything.
Oh, that's surprising to me.
In contrast to George Carlin, who wrote nothing out. He just had bullet points and outline, basically. He had 5 or 6 bullet points, and he would do an hour and 20 with like 6 bullet points.
Wow.
Every
So
time
like when you hold on, Cal, when you do your bit, do you go verbatim word for word?
Oh no, because there's always something I forget.
Okay.
So the answer is no. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
I forgot that line, and then I beat myself up,
Right. Go ahead, Cal.
But
I
I
was
do just let me finish up if I may.
Oh yeah, sure.
I do improv when I'm up there, which
Gotcha.
usually works really well.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's
God,
I do that. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
It wasn't really relevant. Like, I was just gonna, a couple weeks before George Carlin passed away, I actually got to see him perform. So I got to see him at the very end. Kind of makes me sad to think about sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him perform twice, I think. Oh, and Joan Rivers, I like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Now Joan is another one who used to literally write everything down verbatim, and then 5 minutes before she hit the stage, just tossed the paper to the side and went out and winged it. And if she happened to remember 1 or 2 bits that she wrote, she may do them. But like you, once she hits the stage, it's improv city, baby, How much do you rely on the participation of audience members, or are you one of those people that don't like that?
Oh, you mean like actually talking to the audience? So if they call,
I'm mentioning that, Nancy, because there's a guy right now really hot across the country. His name is Matt Rife.
Oh yeah, I know that's his whole shtick.
Yeah, and
no, I do
Matt,
not do that. I don't think that's comedy.
Okay, because Matt is one of those people who heavily relies upon the audience.
Yeah. My feeling is write some fucking material.
Right.
Okay,
That's
well, let's talk about that. Now, in writing material, do you ever, as some people have said to me, do you ever censor yourself before anyone else does? And if so, what's the nature of your censorship of said self?
I don't think I censor myself. I come up with a premise, and then I, type it out. I think the editing comes from when you try the material. Then I might cut something. I'm like, oh, this is too long. Cut that. Oh, but you're saying censor. I don't think so. No.
It's interesting. When we spoke to Eric last night, I said to him, "You can do blue comedy, and you choose not to." And he said an interesting thing is, "I don't like censoring myself,
right?
So I just don't do. So I just don't do it." We are up against a hard break right now. We will be back in 1 minute and 1 second.
Hey Max, what's going on? I'm X, and from this moment on, I'm going to be your own personal AI DJ on Spotify. Let's go. Up next, I know you've been on a summer song kick lately, so I went back for some of your old summertime favorites. See if it warms you up. Next up, some of the music you had on a lot back in 2018.
Do you think of me? Walk walking out there.
All right, Max, let's get you out of your feels and switch up the vibe. You've been into dance music lately. I got this brand new release to get you moving. Introducing DJ, the best of Spotify made just for you, one tap away. Powered by AI, delivered by me. You're very...
It's What's the Buzz podcast on WTBR Radio 88.7. We are live around the world, all 3,200 stations, and 17.7 million subscribers worldwide. Thank you for that. We appreciate it more than you'll ever know. And a programming night next week. The mysterious death of veteran actor Isaac Cappy. What really happened to Isaac Cappy? Did he kill himself? I'm sorry, did he unalive himself? TikTok, fuck you. Or did somebody do the deed for him? Our conspiracy, our conspiracy kook at large, Big Callum Yater. Callum will take us on the a merry-go-round of a ride that is the life of actor Isaac Cappy. That will be next week when mystery becomes history. Then we will take the deep dive into what really happened with Charlie Kirk. Do we really want to know? Oh boy, did we find out some stuff yesterday, folks. Nancy, I want everybody to know where they can reach you. So lay it out there. Tell everybody your social, where you are next, where you're appearing, your schedule of events, and up on the screen, those of you watching on YouTube TV, Roku, Tubi TV, all of our Amazon Prime, all of our stations around the world. You got live and in living color Nancy Levine. She is at Nancy Levine Comedy, at nancylevinecomedy.com, and youtube.com / at Nancy Levine Comedy. Nancy, where are you next?
Okay, I have a gig in Brooklyn, the BK Comedy Fest, and it's April 8th at 8 o'clock. I could send the link later if you want, Mad Dog.
Okay, terrific. We'll put it up for you.
Sure. Yes.
And thank you. I'm also rehearsing for Tony and Tina's wedding, which should be fun. I wanted to play the mother,
show.
but I'm playing her sister, Rose. You know, Jews and Italians are intermingling. So.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look, you could pass for Italian. Let me show you something. Okay? See this? I pass for Jew all the time. Right there, baby.
It looks like my husband's nose.
God bless him.
Do I pass for Filipino?
That's what turned me on to him when I first met him. His extremely large Cyrano de Bergerac nose.
There you go. I'm down with that shit.
Can I pass as
Which
Filipino?
leads me, Mad Dog. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you guys something?
Absolutely, sure.
I was on the road with Romeo and Juliet. I was playing the nurse, and I was wearing a burlap sack. And at curtain call, my then boyfriend runs up to the stage and gives me a bouquet of flowers with a card, and it said, "Will you marry me?"
Oh my goodness!
Oh my
God.
That's an unusual
love
way,
it.
right?
Yes.
That's awesome. I love that. See,
And I said,
love
absolutely not, and I ripped it up.
Oh shit!
Well, at least he didn't try to sell you a vacuum cleaner like my late husband did to me.
Damn! Holy shit! Well, I'll tell you what. You are a welcome guest back here anytime you want to come. Whatever you got to promote. We're going to do something with that film. It's far too good to sit there.
Yeah,
We
I
have
know.
to do something with that
really
film.
needs to, because it's about old women of a certain age who become roommates in an apartment in Brooklyn.
I hate to see some like great creativity like that just go to waste. We got to do something with it.
Yeah.
And I am going to get on it. But I want to tell you what. Before we let you go, we have let me see something. We have a comedy roundtable coming up in May. I would love you to be a part of that.
Oh,
do you
have the date?
Yeah, I will when I will send you the dates that I have. That they're tentative at the moment, and they may change, but they will definitely be in May.
Okay.
I would love to have you as part of that, and it's just going to be about comedy, about what's
Okay.
funny and what's not funny. We're not going to talk about censorship or free speech like we did tonight, because there's plenty of those kind of shows to go around. It's great to have you here. I have to
Well,
send
this
you
was
home
so
'cause
much fun. Thank you.
I'm glad you had a good time, guys. Say good night to Nancy. Nancy Levine.
Good night.
It was nice
Good
meeting
night.
you.
Nice
Be
to
safe.
meet
You take care, young lady, and we will see you on the flip
He
side.
called me young. See ya.
I'll touch base with you in a day or two, Nancy. I'll give you a hit. I'll hit you up.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
It was fun.
Great. Good night. Bye bye.
She loved that you called her
Okay.
young. That's awesome.
I
Right?
like her. She's funny.
Well, she's younger than me. She's a lot younger than me. You know, she's like 15 years younger than me.
Yeah, I'm
You
like
know?
what, 12? So I'm giving my age too. So there you go.
But I love shows like this. I love doing shows like this because you get to see another side of the creative process. What people say and what they do often reflect a different side of their life completely. Like she's a school teacher, okay? And there's nothing funny about being a school teacher.
No.
But what the kids do in that school, she's got material for the next 20 years if she wants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can't buy that kind of material.
That's
You know?
terrifying because kids are a lot smarter than they were back when I was in school.
It's fucking scary, Cal.
It is.
It's scary, brother. It really, really is. Kids are so like I hate this word, but kids are so hip.
Yeah.
They're so hip these days. They're like they know what's going on before their parents do nowadays.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
And then my son, I remember
I'll
him
give you a
telling me some
perfect
stories about
example.
substitute teachers.
Go ahead, Neil. Go ahead.
No, my son, he used to say, "Oh, the substitute teachers always come in here. So let's see what we could do." They would like during recess or when the teacher wasn't there, they'd look in his backpack or whatever he had in his desk, and I was like, "Oh my God, y'all better not have taken anything."
I encourage everybody because you guys know when you watch the show that you know I'm a filmophile. Okay, I'm a true filmophile. Go and watch a film with Richard Mulligan and Nick Nolte called Teachers.
Okay.
That will tell you everything you need to know about Nancy Levine. I'm serious. Watch the movie Teachers with Nick Nolte and Richard Mulligan. It's just a remarkable film, and the
Like
acting
is it more relevant than Kindergarten Cop?
Say again?
Is it more relevant than like Kindergarten Cop, like dealing with the kids?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, that's a whole different movie.
Do you think you would have been a substitute teacher, Mad Dog?
What's that? Say again?
You think you would have been a substitute teacher?
I was a substitute teacher.
Really?
I did. I was actually a substitute teacher, and I had to do teaching to get my college credits. That's what I did. I taught for 8 weeks at Haddon Heights High School in Haddon Heights, New Jersey. And I graduated from Paul VI High School in Haddon Heights, New Jersey. So it was
what did you teach?
on the other side of town, and I knew the school well. And my sister went there, and she was one of the classes I had to teach.
Oh no!
I did. Can't make this shit up.
Cal asked you, what did you teach?
I taught general academic courses. I taught history. I taught literature. I never taught science or math, but I generally taught literature and history, reading, writing, and history.
I love history.
So yeah, I'm a history guy. Well,
Yes,
you
he
guys
is.
watch the show. You know I'm a history guy.
He's a history buff.
Yeah, that was an interesting gig. I'm going to tell you something, and God bless teachers because they work for shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how much teachers are making now, but when I was teaching, they made nothing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, nothing.
I remember looking at my high school teacher's thing, and you know how they get paid monthly. She got paid 1,000 something. That was it for the whole month.
I believe it.
Oh,
I
back in
absolutely
the
believe
90s.
it. I absolutely.
Why wouldn't they
believe
pay
it.
them more?
That was the pay back then in the 90s.
I think we need to put all three of us. Let's just have this session. Our bullshit session on the air right now, because that was a really good film clip that we saw. We need to get somebody interested in Nancy Levine's film clip.
Absolutely.
3 older women living together, starting anew at an older person in life. It's like, kind of like the Golden Girls meet Sex in the City.
Yep.
The best way to put it. Golden Girls meet Sex in the City.
Well, that does sound like something that Danny would pick up.
Say again?
That's something that Danny would probably pick up.
I know. That's why I'm telling you. You're going to be on it. That's your gig. That's your job. You're on it.
Okay? We'll talk after we go off the air.
But we're going to talk right now. That's where we're having our bullshit session. What we're going to do next week, we have we're going to talk about this gentleman right here. His name is Isaac Cappy, and he was all but blacklisted. In fact, he was blacklisted from Hollywood for calling out certain people and their sexual preferences, among them a very powerful actor by the name of Tom Hanks, who has a lot of stroke in Hollywood, and he's one of the highest paid actors in the world right now. People say that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the highest paid actor. Not even close. No. You can't even compare what The Rock is making to what Tom Hanks is pulling down. When you're talking about $200 million for one movie, that's his salary, by the way. That's not what what the movie would have to gross. 800, 900, $1 billion just to be able to pay everybody and Tom Hanks, because he gets a piece of the movie too. People don't know that. They do now. So he's a very powerful guy in Hollywood. So are people like, thankfully she doesn't live in America anymore, but Ellen DeGeneres lives in France now. I think she's in France or Belgium. I know she doesn't live in the U.S. anymore.
She can't come back here.
Huh?
She can't come back here.
Oh, no. Not if she's smart.
No. After all that she's done, I don't want her back here anyway.
And then we're going to do a show, a controversial show on real life doppelgangers. What's a doppelganger? It's a lookalike. We're going to do a show on real life doppelgangers who traveled on the road with their celebrity lookalikes. And you will see pictures of Elvis Presley's lookalike who traveled with him. A guy who I knew for a little while named Larry Blong. Larry is alive and well today. He's 87 years old. You're going to see Selena Gomez's doppelganger. You're going to see Katy Perry's doppelganger. You're going to see Jamie Foxx. You're going to see Jamie Foxx's doppelganger for certain. And you're going to see Avril Lavigne with her doppelganger. And you're going to see all of these people with their lookalikes. It's a scary, scary thing to see. But every picture you will see is real. It's not been touched. It is not AI. We will certify that with truth. And I will tell you that every picture you will see on that show is legit. And we will be able to prove it. Because I don't say anything that I can't back up. I've been doing this show for 9 years now, and no one has ever called me on the carpet where they didn't look like a fool afterwards. Because if I say I'm going to do it, I promise you to God, I will do it. Now, we got something coming up next week. So, Cal, tell us a little bit about, I'm going to bring up on the big screen, Cal. Tell us a little bit about this show that you wanted to do on Mr. Isaac Cappy. Who is he? Why should we care?
Isaac Cappy, he was an actor who he didn't really make it very far, but he got his foot into the industry and he learned a little too much and decided to start exposing people, and I'm pretty sure he got killed for it.
Explain.
Well, number one, he mentioned how Tom Hanks was a pedophile, and he mentioned that he wasn't suicidal, and the fact that if he were to pass away, it was not suicide. And he also had a kill switch where a video was supposed to be uploaded depicting, children on the island, and other things. I haven't seen all the clips myself, but
it's interesting. You mentioned that before, and I actually heard that from another person. I would love for you to be able to, because I know that there's a video around, Cal. It exists somewhere, and you and I talked about it. Can you get a hold of that video? Is it on the black web? Do you know where to get it?
Oh, I can probably find it. Not on. I don't use the dark web. I can probably find it. I got to do a little bit of digging, but
okay,
it's nothing too inappropriate. It's just like little kids in like leotards in this bath setting. But it was when
I know what you know what. Hold on, just a second. I may have that video. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I may actually have that. And I believe I do. I believe I have that.
Disturbing.
Let me see. Yeah, hold on just a second. Let me see something.
Yeah, I think it's with one of the shows that we were going to do back in the past, and he had gotten a hold of this video. And
yeah, I want to see if this is the one. Hold on, here it is. Hold up. Oh shit! I haven't edited it yet, so I can't put it up. I have it, but I can't put it up because it's not edited yet. But I know which one you're talking about. I have it here. It is. I will. It's not overtly inappropriate in that there's no sexual activity in it. I will say that right now. There's no sexual activity. But it is disturbing that there are little children running around in what looks like togas. Mm-hmm. Is that would you call them togas, Cal?
If my memory serves me correct, they were literally wearing like skin tight leotards in this bathroom.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that he didn't release anything inappropriate, but still the fact that was happening on that island, supposedly, I don't know.
There's no supposedly about it. That's documented. It happened. That's for real. That happened. There's no alleged about it. That was for real.
Well, we would have never have known if it wasn't for Isaac Cappy. Like he was one of the ones that literally started all of the pointing fingers toward Epstein and the island. Well,
what was disturbing about it is that in so many ways, Isaac Cappy was really the catalyst that catapulted this Epstein story, for all intents and purposes, into the headlines. Really, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and he got killed for it. They threw him over a highway overpass, tied up. How does somebody?
Yeah, they said it was suicide. How do you tie yourself up and how do you jump off of an overpass when you're bound by your hands and feet? How does that happen?
Exactly.
It's so bizarre. Well, listen. Everybody's got the social media. Amelia, you're still on Facebook at Amelia Valerio Chapman?
Yes.
Cal, where can people find you on Facebook or your socials?
I am on YouTube as Cal the Actor, as well as Instagram.
You got it. And I am the Mad Dog, and I am at WTBRradio.podbean.com. I am at Mad Dog DeCipio on Facebook, and YouTube. And in fact, you can find me at Mad Dog DeCipio on YouTube, and at What's the Buzz Podcast on YouTube, and at Psychic Angelo on YouTube, where we have some of our earlier psychic shows that we've done, and they're always interesting to go back and look at.
And don't forget our Facebook page, What's the Buzz Podcast page.
Yes, Amelia has taken over the thank God, Amelia. I'm so happy to have you back. Thank God, Amelia's got listen, I'm sorry if I was about 6 months behind, folks, but I was had to try to catch his shit up, and
he's
so much going on. Anyway, I am the Mad Dog. You know where to find me. I'm here every Monday and Tuesday. We will see you, Lord willing, in the creek don't rise next Monday for What Really Happened to Actor Isaac Cappy. Until then, be kind to each other. Be nice. It takes a lot more energy to frown than it does to smile. You know what they say, Amelia? A frown is a smile upside down. So go. Okay? Get out of here.